everybody, this is Lara. Finally came back from Europe travel with my sister, and during the travel, many of you asked me to film the many vlogs of the Europe travel like Italia, France and England. Before I start the video, no Europe travel vlogs will be uploaded on my channel. That is because I didn't film any vlogs. And yes, I did bring my cameras, but there was some reasons that I couldn't do vlogs. And anyway, today's video is about 3 things that Korea is better than Europe. Korea and Europe is so much different. The cultural thing, the people, and some other things too. And as a Korean, there were many things that I really liked, and also there were things that were a bit uncomfortable. So here are the things. Firstly, the safety. Have you come to Korea? If you have, you would know that Korea is really safe. For example, if you leave your belongings in Korean cafes and just leave for an hour, you shouldn't do that because it's not an etiquette. But anyway, if you leave like your laptops, your everything, just like bags, belongings, or even cameras and purse on the coffee table, and if you just leave, I'm pretty sure that nothing will happen. Of course, there are possibilities that you might lose your belongings and not getting in back. Not everything is always 100%. But anyway, I lived in this kind of environment, and when I went to Europe, you would know what happened. Firstly, people said I might lose my suitcases. I might lose my iPhone. Actually, and this safety reason is the biggest reason that I just quit vlogging. So yeah, as a Korean, safety was the most uncomfortable thing for me. The second thing that was uncomfortable for me was the internet speed. Again, as a Korean, we usually really love to be connected to the internet. Really many places in Europe, they didn't have the internet connection, like free Wi-Fi or that kind of stuff. You had to pay. Even though you have the 3G connection, it didn't work well. Also, like on the subway, you can't get the internet connection at all compared to the Korean subway that you can always have the 4G connection and also the free Wi-Fi's. Also, you can even make a phone call or play games. For me, it was uncomfortable. The third thing that I found very uncomfortable was the public transportation. The buses or the subway, trains in Korea, it doesn't usually late. Also, it's very clean, extremely clean, and it's very safe. But in my experiences, almost every train that I had to take was delayed, and also the subway or the buses, they didn't have the AC. And when I was in Europe, it was like 31 degrees, but there were no AC system on the bus or on the subway, so it was deadly hot, and also it was not clean. So for me, it was uncomfortable. But I'm not only complaining about it, I really loved so many things. I will also pick 3 stuff that I really loved about Europe.